Hey everybody, welcome back to the Bourbon Note. I'm Greg.
I'm Ben.
And today, is it a bourbon?
It's bourbon, yeah.
We're drinking bourbon. All right, Ben, sample time.
Yes, we have, bam, this is a sample from Hatfield Barbecue, fellow Minnesotan, thank you very much.
Thank you, Hatfield.
Sent a care package of some awesome samples that we are looking forward to reviewing. So this is the first one we're getting to. This is the Bib and Tucker 6-year double char.
Double char?
Yeah, we've never, I don't know if that means double oaked or like just extra charred barrel, I guess.
The single barrel, or do they like take it out and double char it?
I don't know.
Questions.
I know they have a double oak. Bib and Tucker, are you drinking out of the bottle there? Just wonder what the hell you're doing. So,
midget.
88 proof. Let me see. Let me make sure because you sent a little note along here. Bib and Tucker 6-year double char, 88 proof batch 1.
Wow.
So
I've never had a Bib and Tucker product. I've seen one or two on the shelf. I maybe their basic one, but I've never purchased one.
I've had them, but it's been a while.
Do we like? Is that?
We've never reviewed them.
Playing their own game, or do they source their stuff, or do we know any of that kind of thing?
That I don't know. Yeah. We did zero research before doing this review. Yeah. You're getting tasting notes and tasting notes alone. I got to tell you right off the bat, for 88 proof,
I'm getting apricot.
I'm getting a lot of fruit too, actually. Yeah. I was gonna say it's very fruity,
citrusy. That's. Although, okay, so double char, whatever that means.
Sometimes you're gonna get extra oak out of that, but I find with like double oaked bourbon, sometimes
it goes like it's deep fruit colors.
Yes,
like
exactly.
Cherry.
That's the vibe I'm getting off of this one. Not like a extra oaky bitterness.
Yeah.
But a really nice fruit note, actually, sweet fruit.
There's a real subtle sweetness too, that almost in the butterscotch range, but I don't see how that would work. But
almost like a little red fruit roll up or something.
Wow.
Yeah, interesting. Well, let's get into the palate. I'm super excited to try this now that we've nosed it. Cheers. I would say the nose kind of continues on the palate, but there is a little oak spice on the palate.
It takes it a while to show up.
Yeah, it's a little flat at first, and then it kind of builds. And
it does, the fruity kind of notes are there, then it turns into a bitter oak spice finish that's nice.
Mm-hmm. I would say as far as 80 proof bourbons go, this is not bad.
The additional charring, however that process works, really helps a lot. Like this,
whatever they did with it.
Yeah, it's got a kick well above your typical 80 to 90 proof type bourbon.
Yeah, and it definitely looks a little darker in the glass as well.
Yep.
Yeah, now I don't know the price point on this. I can maybe look it up and throw it on the screen. So I can't give an opinion. Again, we did zero research on this before.
Well, it's kind of our thing.
Yeah. Giving people zero information about bourbon since 2021.
No, we don't want to like skew. If you knew this was $400, that would change your opinion.
Yes, it would.
But if it were $21, that would change your opinion. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that's why we approach things without a ton of information.
Yeah. It is a little flat. It is 88 proof. Mm-hmm. I think it drinks better than an 88 proof bourbon typically would.
Yeah, that whatever that barrel process they do, it works well.
It helps, but this is another, sometimes you get one that's got some flavor, but it just doesn't have any sort of like mouthfeel or viscosity to it. It's lacking that a little bit.
It's lacking the kind of the interesting complexity, like to carry it through, the sweetness that sticks to your tongue that makes you want to keep drinking it.
It's got interesting and fairly complex flavors for what it is, but it doesn't have anything.
They're all in the bourbon or the barrel spice.
And fruitiness.
And it's really interesting, but it's not the kind of thing you want more of necessarily. Like, especially if you have more than a few choices.
Yeah,
I feel like, I don't know, maybe I'm just too drawn to sweet bourbons, but I'm missing out on some flavors that I wish.
Missing out on like the baking,
Yeah.
like the brown sugars
Yeah.
and the caramels. Yeah, it's not really rich in that
Right.
regard at all.
Yep.
But it is different and interesting. And to be perfectly honest, I think for what it is, it's pretty good actually.
It is really good, but I feel this falls very squarely in the bourbon nerd category as opposed to an everyday drinker.
I think we're
Again, don't know the price and how available it is, so maybe it's not something that.
it's pretty available. I see it quite often, but I
Okay.
think it's like in the 40s.
Oh, okay.
So at that point, you know what this is good for? If you want to get somebody who's new to bourbon and still in that lower proof point kind of area, but you want to get them something that is different and unique.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times, if you have a new bourbon drinker who likes lower proof stuff, there's not a ton of options. If you want to give them something like a gift whiskey or something like that, that really truly is going to kind of take them in a different direction than they're used to going
Fair enough.
without getting into the higher proof stuff.
Yep.
This is a great option for
I think
that.
so.
Comes
Yep.
in a cool bottle.
Yep.
So I think it would be a good gift whiskey for someone like that.
Okay.
So, but other than that, I think it's actually pretty good considering that it's 88 proof.
Cool.
All right. Well, this has been Bib and Tucker 6-year double char. On the Bourbon Note, I'm Ben.
I'm Greg. Till next time. See you next time.